Hey guys, I just want to give a massive thanks and a big shout out to Flyguy, flyguy.net. Recently on a podcast, he gave me a massive thanks for posting some feedback on their iTunes page for the podcast that he does with Wit from dbsw.net, which is Distracted by Star Wars, which is a fantastic Tumblr page. And he's recently done a few shows with Sith Lord 229, so it's been awesome podcast. If you haven't listened to it yet, you're missing out, so go jump on board. Yeah, I was the first one to actually leave feedback on his iTunes page, on their iTunes page, sorry, and gave me a quick shout out on his last video and said he'd send me a prize, so I was pretty over the moon about that, so I didn't have to, but very generous bloke, so yeah, big thanks. Basically got to ask me on the podcast to get in contact with him, so I did, and he sent me an email asking for my shipping address, obviously, and what was my favourite out of the 6 Star Wars movies. So I replied with Empire Strikes Back, that one being my favourite, and he sent me this little die-cast Rebel transport ship, which is fantastic. I'll try and give you a decent look without much glare. Brilliant, nice little backdrop there of Hoth. It looks like the ship's flying away from Hoth. It looks excellent. So much detail packed into such a little model, little ship. It looks fantastic. So I really appreciate him for doing this. So if you're watching this, I'll try and post it on your Facebook page. I'll post a link to this video. So if you're watching, thanks a lot, mate. I really appreciate this. Absolutely fantastic. Find a nice little spot to display it amongst all my other stuff behind me. Yeah, I'm really ecstatic about this. It's really cool. I've never had anything like this. I do have a little die-cast Y-wing which I got when I was probably 10, but never anything sort of to display in a nice little acrylic box. So yeah, really stoked on it. So yeah, massive thanks again, and like I said, if you haven't listened to Boring Conversation anyway, you can get there. You can search for it on iTunes, and you can download it straight from there. And I can't remember the exact website. I think it was bcasw.net. And if you're having trouble finding it, you can look them up on Facebook, and it should provide all the links there. So always looking forward to the next show. Always got a lot to talk about regarding news and figures and toys and all sorts of Star Wars stuff. It was a great listen. So once again, massive thanks. I can't thank you enough for this, and hope to talk to you soon. So till my next video, guys, may the force be with you.